Ready?
Yes. My name is Herbert Tesa. I was born in Lima, Peru, South America. My childhood, like any other child, was full of happiness. My father was a great man. His name was Walmer Deza. This is a this is a picture of my father when he was a kid with his parents, my grandparents. And let me show you a picture when he was young, handsome man, eh? And now, let me show you. This is a picture of my father with me when I was a baby. Handsome baby. So, this is me and my father. My father died in a car accident. I was 17. I was about to be 17, only 4 days away from my birthday. When we got the news from the hospital, my father was in a car accident and he died. When we went to the hospital, it was already late. He was already dead. We were not able to see him again alive. It was one of the most saddest moments in my life. When my father died, I was at home. We had no news from my father, but we never expected the worst. And that's how it happened. Yeah, I was at home, they ring the bell, we answered, and it was people from the hospital telling us that my father was in a hospital, involved in a car accident. We didn't know how exactly that happened. All we heard was it was a hit and run. My father was crossing the road when this car came at full speed and didn't stop. My father didn't have time to walk any faster, so the car hit him and ran away. Actually, I do. I was mad at my father, as any other teenage boy who gets mad for no reason. So I had this habit of always telling my father to be careful. Every day, after saying goodbye, be careful at work. It was a habit. I got used to it, to do it every day. But on that fatal day, I was mad at my dad. I didn't say goodbye and I didn't say be careful. And that's the day that it happened, that my father died. It was very hard not having my father anymore. All I could do after my father died was to look at old pictures of him, pictures of us, my family, mostly pictures of him. I could stay hours just staring at the pictures. After a while, after a few weeks, I knew I had to move on. So I decided to go get a job. So eventually I found a job and things started to get a little bit better. But I had to take care of my mother and my little brother. So I couldn't find a decent job in Peru. The economy was bad at that time. So I decided to go to Argentina. And then the opportunity came to come to the United States of America, which even at my young age was awesome. So I decided to take it and I came to this country. I tried a couple of different jobs and then I found a job in a printing company. I learned the job. In less than a year, I was a mechanic already. And then I met my first wife. I had two beautiful kids. After a couple of years, things didn't work out between my first wife and I. So I stayed single for another 7 years until I met my second wife, which I love, and with whom I'm going to have another kid. These are my children, Raul and Brittany. And this is my son that I'm expecting. His name is gonna be Walmer, in honor of my father. All my life, what I'm trying to do is to follow his steps.